email coming from our team, you guys will be able to pass it the first take. All right. So can you guys give me a thumbs up po if you can hear me okay and if you can see my screen? Ayon. Perfect. All right. Now, if ever you guys have any questions during our session, please type it in the in-call messages or in our chat space. And then the team will actually gather all of that and then we'll answer it at the end of our session. Okay? Clear? Okay. Let's get it on. Asan na ba yung aking next page? So, wait, parang masyadong nauna yung screen ko. Okay, there you go. So again, for the review of everybody, systems check is again a part of My Mountain Movers commitment to patient privacy. And this is done every 6 months. Okay. So we perform a systems and security check on all healthcare VAs, even support. That's why you can actually see a mix of participants here today. We have virtual assistants and we have your support. So you have your account managers, you have onboarding specialists, you have business devs in the call because it applies to everybody, even kami po, nagsisystems check kami. Okay, so this ensures that our clients' practice is safe and secure and that our VAs are dedicated to upholding the highest HIPAA compliance standards. Okay, so as you can see here, what do we need to prepare before our systems check? Again, security check. Number one, we need to make sure that we have our main and our backup computers before we even conduct our systems check. Okay. Second, we need to have our main and backup computers, then main and backup internet. Okay. Third, of course, during the same process of systems check, we are configuring the security ng computer natin. Okay? So, the reason why the entire team is here is to guide you through the form na gagamitin natin for the systems check. So, let me call on our IT supervisor, Sir Rai. Can you go ahead, sir, and discuss po yung ating minimum technical requirements?
Yes, yes, yes. Hello, hello, hello. Good morning, guys. So, my name is Ryan, and I'm the IT supervisor. And this part, gonna do a quick rundown regarding the minimum technical requirements. So, for the computer specs, you can see there minimum Intel 3, and then it should be 8 gig RAM. So, actually, yung point there is dapat kayang-kaya niya yung Windows 11, and as for you guys, dapat make sure din na functional or hindi naman sagabal um, sa workflow ninyo yung performance ng devices ninyo. And we stated there that the minimum is Intel i3, which is actually capable of running Windows 11. Pero considering the nature of our tasks, the volume of our tasks, it is highly advisable na dapat naka i5 tayo for at least for a superb performance for your devices. Pero again, just to reiterate, if you guys yung gamit niyo is i3, we are accepting it naman. Okay, for the internet, it's a make or break. It should be clocking in 25 Mbps for the download speed and at least 10 Mbps for the upload speed. That goes the same as well for your backup internet. Now, there's a big chance na some of you are using redundant ISP, meaning let's say yung main ninyo is PLDT, you are also using PLDT for your backup, which actually doesn't make sense. Yes, of course, if there's an outage for your main ISP, which is PLDT, definitely yung backup ISP ninyo will also experience issues. So it's it's a must na dapat from a different provider yung ninyo, yung internet or yung ISP. And I'd like to highlight then na please make sure when you conduct your speed test, please make sure na yung mga VPNs niyo naka-turn off, because number one, it will provide you an incorrect an incorrect speed kasi bababa yung bandwidth ng internet niyo eh. And number two, automatically it will be dinged or if fail yan ng system kasi makikita niya yung IP addresses ng mga devices ninyo is from a different location. So meaning hindi yan local IP yung ibibigay na IP ng speed test niyo. Okay? For security, we are all for security. Always make sure that your antivirus is not freeware. And then also yung antivirus ninyo is updated. So meaning na-update, it's paid. If hindi paid, it's advisable na you remove na lang yung outdated antivirus ninyo and then you resort back to your original or the pre-installed antivirus ng mga devices ninyo, which is Windows Defender, and then for Mac, yung Mac security din. Okay? Because there's a big chance na, let's say you're using free antiviruses, it actually creates more problem than solution for your protection. Okay? And some example din dyan yun, na nabablock ng mga antiviruses ninyo is the script that you are supposed to run dito sa systems check. Times yung mga antivirus na yan, it will consider that script as a malicious execution or as a malicious process. Okay? So, aside from the pre-installed security application and then yung mga paid security apps ninyo, remove all those free na mga antiviruses. Okay? Next is for the device encryption. It's you are supposed to turn on yung BitLocker, pero we all know na yung BitLocker is not available for everybody, especially if we are using home versions for your Windows OS. Let's say you have Windows 11 Home Edition, so hindi yan available yung BitLocker. So yung next option niyo is yung device encryption. All you have to do is just to search device encryption doon sa start menu and then it will give you the result. Look for device encryption and then just toggle it or turn it to on and then you're all good. Okay? And then I think it's a must na dapat updated yung OS natin or yung antivirus natin before we proceed with the systems check. And then for the dedicated work profile, what we mean is dapat meron kayong dedicated computer account or computer profile. Okay? Meaning you have a different user kung saan kayo maglalagin. Tulad nung nasa school tayo dati, or if you are able to work into a corporate setting, usually may binibigay sila na specific plugins natin for a specific user. So parang ganun. Sa device niyo, if you're sharing your devices, let's say yung device niyo na share niyo sa asawa niyo, sa boyfriend niyo, girlfriend, whatsoever, you always make sure na aside from the administrator account, dapat meron kang dedicated MMM account, which should be named. Okay? MMM dash your first name plus your last name. Okay? Why? This is to make sure na yung files ninyo hindi ma-mix sa mga personal files ninyo, because we all know na yung personal files natin, we keep it, sometimes we make some changes, and then just anything na gusto natin gawin sa mga personal stuff natin, pwede natin gawin actually. Now, if it mixes up with the practice files, yung HIPAA files, yung any sensitive information na you may have downloaded from your client's practice, or let's say binigay sa iyo ng client niyo, so it's a risk. That is why na you are supposed to create a different user profile sa computer ninyo. And so of course, once you log in, while you are logged in to that work profile, especially during work, syempre it's expected naman na you refrain from accessing your personal files. Most importantly yung pag-download ng mga personal files ninyo. Kasi let's say fast forward, mapopromote kayo, di ba? Or mag-change kayo ng client. Yung gagawin lang namin as your IT is to delete that MMM work profile. So by doing so, lahat ng digital footprint dyan sa MMM profile niyo will be deleted. So that makes it easier. Number two, sure tayo na yung personal files niyo hindi na mix dyan. So after natin yan i-delete, magkikreate lang tayo ng bagong work profile and then you're good to go. So it's as easy as ABC. Okay. Then next for the workspace, you will be also asked to submit a picture of your workspace. So make sure lang na it's clean, it's private, it's professionally set up. Make sure na there's no human traffic or hindi yan available for human consumption. Okay, hindi yan dapat nakikita ng kahit sino-sino lang because we have to safeguard pa din what's showing sa mga screens natin. Right? And then lastly, your backup. You're expected to submit your backup computer and then your backup power source. And for your backup computer, ano din yan, it's subject for systems check. So included din yan kung anong ginawa nyo sa main devices niyo. Yan din po yung gagawin sa backup computer niyo. For the backup power sources, you have the liberty to choose whatever you want so long na it will provide you the enough power or it's going to be your contingency plan in case there are power outages or mga power interruption. So dapat it's capable of giving you enough power to at least finish one full shift. All right? Sige. Oh, good. So before we proceed to the next slide, may questions po tayo. Ayun, sige. Sir Ryan, go.
Sir, question po. Paano po pag Ryzen yung processor? Anong minimum po doon?
Yeah, I think Ryzen 3, sir. It's yung equivalent niya is i3 din eh.
Okay, sige. Thank you po.
Sige. By the way, guys, we reserved a question and answer portion later. Pero for this slide, yep, we will give you the chance to ask. It's okay po. Go ahead, raise your hand po. We'll entertain at least 5 questions siguro. I think that's fair enough. Yes, Miss Sherry.
Hello po, good morning. Ask ko lang po yung tungkol dun sa BitLocker. Pag po ba nag-set up ka ng BitLocker dun sa dapat po ba yung i-encrypt mo yung use disk space only or entire drive?
Actually, user dependent naman yan. Depende sa kung anong drive or gaano kalaki yung volume na gusto mo i-encrypt. Especially if you are using a pro version ng ng OS mo. So if yung let's say gusto mo talaga i-encrypt yung buong data, then you can choose the appropriate option po for the BitLocker encryption.
Okay po. Thank you po, sir.
Sige, contestant number 3, Miss Ashley.
Hello po, good morning.
Good morning po.
Regarding with the backup computer po, I'm using i5 already. However, it's still in Windows 10. Is it okay or do we need to upgrade it to Windows 11 na?
Good question, Miss Ashley. Actually, you will need to update it to Windows 10. Kasi, there's a big chance. Actually, expected talaga na yung mga apps or some of the updates sa security will not be available. Ayan, actually yung sa security, given fact na yan na yung further updates sa mga security application, especially yung native security will not be available to Windows 10 anymore. And then going back yung mga some of the apps, some of the platforms that your client will be asking you to use is not available as well for Windows 10.
I see. Thank you po.
Sige po. Sige, I lost track. Number 3 na yun, no? Sige, number 4. Sino yung number 4? AJ?
AJ.
Yes, yes
Yes,
po.
AJ.
Good morning, Sir
Morning,
Ai.
AJ.
So, I would just like to confirm lang po kasi I have i5 for the backup na Windows 11 upgraded naman siya thankfully.
Mhm.
Ang concern ko lang po is yung work profile. Kasi for the main PC that is new, I was able to make the work profile correctly. It's just
Mhm.
that nung tinatry ko siya dun sa second backup, ayaw ng MMM email. Gusto niya at email Outlook po. Pero MMM pa
Oh,
din.
good question. Good question yan.
Yes, I need to know that po. Kasi hindi ko na siya malagin na maayos dun sa isa. So I had no choice but to turn it to AJ My Mountain Mover at Outlook.
Sige po. Actually guys, thank you for your question. O parang Miss Universe tayo.
Welcome po.
Sige. Thank you for that wonderful question, Miss AJ. Actually, you don't need your Outlook, hindi na yan kailangan yung Outlook emails ninyo or whatever email. Kasi yung gagawin nating profile is not hindi naman yan online or hindi naman yan manageable or hindi tayo magko-connect sa Active Directory whatsoever. It's just a local user. So meaning dyan lang yan titira sa devices ninyo. I'm not sure if I can share. So Jace, pahiram muna sandali, sir.
Sige lang, Sir.
Sige.
Ayan.
Para
Sharing ako.
mas clear.
Saving din po. Thank you so much.
Sige po. Sana yan.
Yan.
Ah,
Sige, while Sir Ryan is actually sharing, you guys can actually look into the shared links in the in-call messages. Our team is actually sharing paano mag-create ng work profile sa computers ninyo that is not associated to a Microsoft account. All right, go Sir Ray.
Sige, sir. So, ganito lang yan kasimple guys actually. If you are using Windows, sa Windows lang to applicable. You just search for users dito sa start menu and then once andito na kayo, just add an account, 'di ba? And then I think common tong next page or landing page na to. It's going to ask you for an email or phone number and then I think this will be related doon sa question ni Miss AJ yan na magbibigay ng email. You don't have to provide an email. Click nyo lang po ito guys. Yung I don't have this person's sign-in information. And then i-bypass niya yan. And then once andito na sa next page, it's going to ask for an account, Microsoft account. Okay? Parang i-choose ninyo yung add a user without a Microsoft account. And then after that, pwede nyo na yan i-create. MMM, blah, blah, blah. And then just finish nyo lang lahat. Yung password, gawan nyo ng strong password. And then after that, maghihingi yan ng security question. So set up nyo lang. After that, you're good to go. Okay?
Thank you po.
Perfect.
Okay.
Sir
So,
Ray.
I hope na-capture niyo yan lahat. Sige. I'm good, Sir Jace. Pwede mo na ibalik yung share niyo.
Great. I think I have two more hands raised. Let's entertain your questions already. Start, Sir Patrick.
Sorry. Sir, good morning po. I just wanted to confirm on a Mac standpoint po, sir. It says here Mac OS only. There's this new released product po from Apple, I would say Mac Neo. I just wanted to confirm po if those types of version of it are allowed po as primary device.
Wow, may naka-Mac Neo. Yes, actually it is. Those are actually acceptable.
Got it. Thank you po, sir. I just want to be lang po, as long as we meet the 8 gig RAM lang po.
That's correct. And then yung chipset mo, importante, kaya niya ang workload na gagawin mo.
Got it. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Thank you. Last, let's have June.
Sir, confirm ko lang po about sa backup power station.
Mhm.
Necessary po ba talaga na like yung mga power station na Bluetti or what? Or pwede na yung may extra spare na laptop ka na gamit? Like before I know you accept it pa. I'm not sure if the new form right now.
Ah, in terms of what we're accepting po no with the backup options, you can still refer to our technical requirements website. This goes for everybody. So for the backup power source, we're actually accepting any source of device that can actually serve you as a backup contingency plan. Okay,
Okay.
hindi tayo very particular whether it's a power station, it's a
Mhm.
generator, it's a
Mhm.
laptop. Pwede ngang yung ano eh, yung kabilang kwarto ninyo, as long as may backup yan na computer, pwede yon.
Okay.
Okay? As long as the main idea there is if your main power source or the main parang power supply ng computer ninyo bumigay, may gagamitin pa kayo.
Okay. Got it, sir. Thank you.
Okay? All right, perfect. And well, thank you for that. Actually, it brings us to the a clarification when it comes to technical requirements. So yung diniscuss namin kanina, guys, that's the minimum technical requirements na tinatanggap ng systems check. Okay? But if you guys would want to know exactly what the system requirements are for my mountain mover, it's currently published in the website ni MMM. If you guys go to mymountainmover.com and then head over to job opportunities and technical requirements, whatever is here is actually what the company is accepting. Pero I know it says here that the minimum is I5, yung speed plan is 50, ganyan. That is actually correct. But for the minimum, yung minimum na tinatanggap ng systems check form natin is what Sir Ryan has discussed. Okay? Are we clear? Perfect. Okay, so I know you guys are excited. For those who haven't seen this form yet, okay, let me go over real quick how you guys are going to receive the new systems check link. Okay, so unlike kasi before na meron tayong yung ina-access lang na link, di ba? Google form yon. I know that was a very amazing form. You know, napaka-iksi ng form na yun, 11 pages. Natatandaan nyo ba? Yung dati nating Google form. I know mahal na mahal nyo yun, guys, pero we need to move on. We need to improve and elevate our systems check. So, thank you. I'd like to extend my gratitude to our tech and innovations department kasi sila talaga yung gumawa ng form na to, no. So, the way that we are going to receive our systems check now is via email. Okay? So, first and foremost, please make sure na yung email address na sinubmit ninyo when you guys were in boot camp or when you first started here in MMM is active. Okay? Kasi dun po laging masisend yung email ng systems check. Kung saan nasisend yung invoice ninyo, that's also where the systems check email will be sent. Okay? So it looks exactly like this. I think you guys are looking at my email. All right. So it says urgent systems check reminder and it should have your name. And this is what it should look like now. It's like hi and then your name. This is a reminder that your HIPAA systems check is blah, 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 blah. It's due on. All right. And then there's already a link here at the bottom for you to submit your systems and security check. So once you click on that, this will now fire a unique systems check only for you. Okay? So that means hindi nyo po pwedeng i-share ito sa teammates ninyo. Okay? They have their own unique links for their systems check. Okay? You would notice that here, pag in-scrutinize ninyo yung laman ng address bar, there are unique codes here that are specific only for you. Can I get a thumbs up if that's clear? Perfect. Okay, great. And just to be sure, this particular systems check link that you clicked on right now is a unique one-time only use link. Okay? So, kapag sinabmit po ninyo yung systems check ninyo and you already got the congratulations page, that means you've already used up that particular link. Kung kailangan nyo ulit ng separate link, you have to wait for the new email that will be sent by our team. Okay, but anyway, we'll discuss that further. So I think I have Brian on the call. So Brian, ready?
Let's go.
Okay, so let me go ahead. Oh, ito lang naman yung first page ng systems check. All you need to do is click on I agree. Okay? So go ahead, sir. Lakihan ko. Alam ko naman yung mga mata ng iba dito medyo challenged sa maliit na screen. Kita ba?
Yes, I believe everyone can see this screen presented as well. So again, hi everyone, good morning. And again, thank you very much for allotting so much of your time in joining this call. For our process in systems check, so as what you can see being presented on the screen, this is the second page that you will see when you click on I agree or when you click on continue, when you receive your systems check link or when you open it. So first up is for your scans and updates, also encryption. I would want to emphasize on this one, team. For the scans, for the full system scan, make sure that the option you toggle when running your system scan is yung full system scan. Meron kasi an option quick scan. When you choose quick scan, the system, the AI, will flag you as failed. Okay? Those are very common issues or common errors na natatanggap ng VAs namin, and mostly nafe-fail sila doon. So make sure that when you go to full scan, your security scan, you choose full scan for the option. Okay? Are we clear on that? Good. Sige. For device encryptions, again, as what Sir Ryan has mentioned, device encryption is, again, one of the HIPAA requirements that ensures that your computer is safe and secure to be accessed when you store any ePHI on your computer. So these, as what you can see, these are the steps that you can follow to enable device encryption. Okay? Kahit po naka-Windows Home kayo, you don't have BitLocker, but again, it still has options to enable your device encryption rin po. Okay? So device encryption for those Windows Home, and then BitLocker for Windows 11 Pro. Copy? Sige. Now, operating system updates. Dito, marami-rami rin po kaming nare-receive na failures when it comes to operating system updates. For operating system updates, these are security patches that the manufacturers push through to your computer. So it can become, again, secure and safe. Hindi siya vulnerable to malware. Now, when conducting operating system updates, I would advise here, team, to first run this one, yung operating system updates. Kasi there are times that your computer will need to restart your computer, or it takes a bit of a time to complete these updates. The good thing here is while your computer is updating, you can still continue on with your tasks. Pwede nyo lang yan siyang ipa-update on the back end or sa background nyo. And then you can still continue on with the task. Check nyo lang siya. If it requires an update, then, or if it requires a restart, then push through nyo lang yung restart. If it requires to install any updates, install. Okay? Sige. I hear a feedback. Sige. Sir Jace, take ko muna to. Ashley? Joke lang daw. Sige, ma'am. If you have any other questions, later on will be, sasagutin natin lahat. All of those will be clarified on the later part. Sige. Now, identity and profiles. So ito rin, very crucial rin ito. In order for us to make sure that you are accessing your ePHI, your client's information on a safe profile ng computer mo, meaning there are no personal and work files mixed in, we ensure or we require that you create a separate work profile only intended for work. Okay? Anything inside that work profile should only be related to your client and with MMM. If meron ka dyan mga personal files, please do remove it na from your system. Now, I would also want to be specific dito. When creating separate work profiles, put in MMM dash your first name. That is the naming convention that the AI will be receiving or will be identifying. Pag hindi po yan siya nakasunod dyan, it will again mark you as failed. Okay? Sige. Now, browser profiles. Itong browser profiles, ano naman to siya? Automatic naman ito na kina-capture yung first name nyo or yung real name ninyo sa browser profiles once you input your email addresses. So just ensure that you only have your work email and then your client's work email rin inside your browser. If may ma-detect yon that you have other personal emails that is inside your browser, again, mafi-fail po tayo niyan. Okay? Sige. Security configuration. So ito, all of these settings, team, are aligned to HIPAA in order for your computer to safely access ePHI. So these are the settings that you set up sa computer ninyo. Sa mga people dyan na hindi masyadong nakakasabay when it comes to text, when it comes to reading the instructions, you can always click on yan, yung mga rectangles na yan. It can redirect you to the videos. Ayan. So, ayun siya. Okay? So, click nyo lang yan. It will provide you with tutorials on how to set up these settings. Now, another pala dito, Sir Jace, can you scroll up? Ayan. So, sa settings part pala, guys, this is also one thing that IT has seen na marami po tayong nafe-feel. Itong password on wake. So, you have two options here. So, actually, just enable it all. Okay, just follow it all. Para makapasa po tayo sa password on wake. Sige. For Mac, it also has instructions there. So please just follow along. Perfect. Sige. So internet redundancy. Ayan. So for internet redundancy, yung highlight po namin dito is ensure that you are using a different internet from your main internet provider. Okay? Na-mention yun kanina ni Sir Rai. For example, if you are using PLDT, make sure that you are using a different one like Globe, Dito, or Converge, or kung ano pa dyan. But we do not require you naman to, we do not require you to procure a different internet line mismo or a different internet plan. Kasi we understand naman na paminsan-minsan nyo lang naman yan siya nagagamit. So, tinatanggap po namin kahit yung mga prepaid internet lang yun siya, yung linloadan nyo lang every 50 pesos for 3 gigs, 3 days, mga ganun. Pinatanggap na po yun namin. Okay? As long as it hits the minimum internet speed for your backup internet. Okay? Sige. So, next up, workspace and backup power. So, ito, you just have to send the picture of you inside your workspace and then of your backup power source. Very simple lang. I would want to reiterate, when setting up your workspace, ensure that this workspace is malayo po sa katauhan natin. It should only be you and you alone inside that workspace while you are working. You know, naman, HIPAA violations can come in a lot of forms. It can be auditory, visual, written. So yun. Kahit na ikaw lang na mag-isa sa room mo, if may marinig dyan ng mga tao na you are talking about ePHI, it can still merit a HIPAA violation. Okay? We had a lot of instances before na yung client may nakita lang may dumaan sa likod ng VA, ayun, pinatanggal siya. And I am telling you this now because we don't want any of you experiencing this. Okay? Sige.
All right. Thanks, Sir Bry.
Welcome, sir.
Thank you. Thank you again, everybody. Please make sure that you complete all these first before you actually proceed next or before you go to the next page. Okay? Dito tayo madalas nagkakaroon ng ang tawag dito, discrepancy when it comes to submitting our systems check. Again, just to summarize yung sabi ni Sir Bry, full system scan, hindi lang po quick scan. Okay? Device encryption must be turned on. Your operating system must be updated within, actually, ang minimum talaga natin, guys, when it comes to operating system updates is at least within 30 days. Okay? Pero, just make sure that the automatic updates are turned on and you don't have to worry about it. Okay? Then identity and profiles, make sure that your computer profile is set to MMM dash and then your first name. Whatever comes after that will not be relevant for the AI. Okay? And then security configuration, make sure that all of these are turned on. Okay? There. So let's go ahead and hit on next. I think I have Sir Raf on the call. Sir Raf, andyan ka na ba?
Yes, sir.
Ayun. Okay. So, sir, can you share your insights regarding this very important step ng systems check natin?
Yes, sir. Hello, everyone. Good morning. So, yes, before you actually start to run the script on your devices, please make sure that you are on administrator profile. So, I think someone was able to ask this question earlier, and then in order for you to or if you want to verify if you're running an administrator profile, the link was sent via the chat earlier by Sir Brian and me. So it's Windows profile creation and Mac profile creation. So on that video, guys, you will be able to see how to set your profile as administrator. Okay, so before you run, always remember that you need to be on administrator. Okay, or right click. So if you see here, click start or search and then type terminal. If you can, right click or run as administrator. Okay, but if you are in administrator already, or if your profile is on administrator, you don't need to do that. But to make sure, follow each step here to have a higher chance of winning. Charot. Okay, guys. So paste this, guys. Paste this script on the terminal or on the PowerShell. Everything, guys. Everything. Copy and paste it, and then once you run it, please wait for a few seconds or minutes, and then after that one, your downloads folder will appear or open. And then from there, you will see your computer name and then mmmsystemscheck.html. Okay, so guys, please make sure that the format is .html. Okay, because if you're not running it on administrator, the extension will be .nfo. Okay, and that will not be read by the AI summary. Okay, so that is why we need you to be on administrator so that you won't have troubles in running the script and getting the exact data we need. All right, so once you're done or you see the HTML file, you can actually double click on it and then it will automatically open on your browser. This is what you will see once you open your .html file. So anything on red is the settings or the thing that you need to address. Okay, for example, firewall is disabled, it will be colored red. Native security, you might only selected like the quick scan instead of full scan. So it will show red if it's only on quick scan. Okay, so anything that you might have forgot, it will show there. But for BitLocker, as mentioned earlier, you can just somewhat disregard it for now, since it will not fail you even if you have disabled it or enabled it. Okay, so all the other stuff needs to be addressed. Okay, so before you submit, you can check that file to make sure that hindi na babalik po. So as much as possible, we want you to pass on your first submission. Okay, so on your first submission, you should be passed. Dapat na guys, we want you to pass it. It's because we don't want you to do this again. Okay? Kaya nga we changed this systems check form in order for you to have less time to spend less time on doing the systems check. Okay? And then once done, click on your what is your backup device. And then you can select if you're running it on Mac OS or your Windows profile. So guys, please make sure that it's on administrator. Before you even run it, just make sure that you are on administrator. Okay? So I think we have a question, or am I just imagining things?
Yes po.
Yes, sir, Kenji.
Regarding sa dyan po, I do experience like a bug kasi tinurn on ko na yung dynamic lock, for example, and then when I run the script, it always says na hindi siya naka-on.
Dynamic lock, sir. What do you mean, sir?
Yung auto lock when you're away, naka-on na siya. Then after you run the script for several times, kahit naka-on na siya, it will always say dun sa outcome po na this hindi siya naka-on. So ang nangyari is nag-fail yung pangalawang link na sinend sa akin, and what I did is just took a screenshot with a timestamp of me turning it on, and then timestamp din po nung sa pag-run ko ng script, then I send it to IT. Then will that be the same thing on the next time that I do a systems check po?
Yes. Actually, sir, if you can restart your device, or if you have checked already, there is a settings as well on that part, on the screensaver part, that you will need to enable.
I think nagawa ko na rin po. Then nakailang several check na rin ako sa online kung magiging okay ba siya. And on the following day, same thing pa rin po yung nangyayari. After you run it, still says na naka-disabled po yung auto lock niya.
That's interesting.
Yes po, na ano din ako kasi for almost 2 days, what I did is wait for 24 hours for the settings to kick in. Pero after 24 hours, ganun pa rin po siya.
Were you able to set the screensaver lock, sir? Dun sa
Yes po. Sa system ko, dun sa accounts, then sa dynamic lock, pag naka-allow na po yung automatic lock your device when you're away. Pero pag rinan mo yung script na trigger niya, disabled pa rin po.
Actually, Sir Jace, can you search for screensaver? And then, so that we can verify if and then, sige, sir. Right there. Were you able to set this, sir?
Yes po.
Nice. Okay, and then was it on 30 minutes then?
I think yung akin is 15 minutes lang po.
Okay. So we will check on that one, sir, if there's anything we need to check. But for most of our submissions, these were enabled din po kasi, sir. So you might need to check a few things on your end. Pero if ever you do have issues on that one, so I'm just gonna say it, if ever we have something that we might need to check manually or via communications on the third try, so I'm just gonna say it. So should I be able to say it now, Sergey? So you will only have 2 tries, guys. So this is very specific. So the first try is the one that you will be doing. So that is why we want you to pass on the first try. On the second try, you will still be able to send your discrepancies via the resubmission link. Okay, and if ever you do the same on what happened to Sir Kenji, that there is a setting that still needs to be checked, or kahit na check na hindi pa rin hindi pa rin siya nag-green sa report, on that one is you can send or create an e-ticket, or the email you'll be receiving, it has a specific set of instructions on how you can address or communicate with IT, like, what's the term, smoothly. So you will receive an email regarding on what to do with the specific title, systems check discrepancy, and then attach your name. So we are very strict on that name. It's because that is how we track third time submissions. Okay? And that is also the way we can update your record as soon as possible. Because if it's not on that specific title, the chances of it na ma-overlap with other IT emails is very high. So I'm not just saying this, guys, for the VAs. This is also for the AMs as well, to advise their VAs to follow that specific title by sending that email on their third try. Okay, so the first try and on the second try, you can use the resubmission form. On the third try is via email, because that is the only way we can communicate with you. Right? And then please make sure to read, guys, kung ano po yung mga need i-attach nyo. Pero I think you can just attach the HTML file agad. Or with the same case as Sir Kenji, you can attach also other stuff like screenshots that you have already changed the specific setting, but it's still detected as not. Right? So next, so I hope I answered your question, Sir Kenji. So if ever you have like bugs or concerns that cannot be addressed by the second resubmission, you can just wait for the third email and then make sure to send an email to IT with the specific title. Okay, systems check discrepancy and then your name.
Thank you, Sir Rap.
Yes, sir. This is the title, guys. I sent it on the chat. So next question will be Miss Paula.
Hello po, good afternoon. Question lang po. Hello, can you hear me po?
Yes po, yes po.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, regarding lang po sa Windows user na profile, concern lang po kasi yung backup laptop ko, kapag nire-run na po yung parang code, yung sa HTML na part, may lumalabas na ibang name. Kasi parang previously, ginamit po ng brother ko yung backup laptop ko, pero gumawa siya ng different user. Kasi lang, ang concern ko is baka tinatry ko po siyang i-delete, pero wala na po yung profile, yung user profile niya. Pero lumalabas pa rin siya dun sa, yung pag naglagay na po nung parang code sa terminal, nare-read pa rin yung name niya. So, okay lang po ba yun or magiging problem po siya?
That is why you need to make sure po that your separate computer profile specific for MMM should be on administrator. Para hindi na po siya mag-require ng other administrator on that specific computer. Kasi possible po mangyari niyan is if ever merong multiple users on one device, isa yung admin and then isa yung non-admin. Kapag mag-run po kayo, it will ask permission from the other user tapos need nyo i-type ng credentials ng other user po.
Naka-user lang din po yung sa other user. Tapos yung main ko po na with MMM is administrator. Then tinry ko na pong i-delete yung user niya para mawala. Pero lumalabas pa rin siya dun sa Windows user po na part nung kapag nag-run na ng result.
You need to delete it po sa video. Yeah, sa video po meron pa tayong way to access or parang direct way to delete users. It's via NetPLWiz. So you can check it on the video na sinend namin. So Sir Jace will be opening that one on the screen right there. So So yun, makikita niyo po yung mga users dyan. You can just remove it immediately.
Ayan,
Ano po?
I already tried that po. Pero feeling ko po kasi dahil naka-login yung account niya using yung Microsoft.
Hindi po, actually you can delete it if as long as you are logged in sa user nyo. For example, Sir Jace is logged in on the administrator. He cannot delete the administrator account kasi mag-grade out siya. But if you log in on the other user, you can delete the other one.
Na-try ko na po pero nalabas talaga siya. Anyway, check ko na lang din po ulit. Then, follow ko po yung guide. Yun lang po. Thank you.
Right. Next po is si Miss Almari.
Yes, hi po. Good morning. So yung sa akin lang po yung browser. Kasi na-fail po yung step ko dahil sa browser. On the, paano ba to?
Sorry po, medyo malayo po yung
Hello?
Yes po, yeah.
Okay. So dun po sa browser profile, sabi dun ensure the browser profile used on both devices includes your name, Almari. Nandun naman po yung name ko, pero I think kasi may other browser ako which is Edge, hindi po lumalabas talaga yung first and last name. Yung email lang po yung lumalabas.
Complete name po ba yung nasa browser nyo?
O complete name po. Nilagyan ko pa po ng MMM. So sa Chrome yun. Pero sa Edge, yung nalabas kasi is yung Microsoft email ko. O yung Outlook email.
Oh, I see.
Po ba yung
If that error appears po, it would be best to log in your MMM email as well sa Edge.
Okay.
Para ma-detect po yung name nyo sa browsers.
Okay po. Sige. Thank you.
Welcome. So guys, are there any other questions po? So to summarize po, to avoid getting a failed like systems check on your first try, you can actually review the HTML file first, right there, to make sure na wala na kayong need i-address before you attach that specific document. Okay, so yun lang guys. Make sure that you're on admin, and then once you run the script, check the HTML file and make sure na wala nang need i-address. Okay? Thank you.
Thank you, Sir Raf. Okay. All right. We have, actually have very limited time, but I hope that most of the questions that you guys have were answered. I just really want to cover the last few remaining tips that we have for the systems check. No, so quickly, when it comes to running your systems check, guys, make sure po na whatever the team has given as tips and tricks, you guys will follow that. If not, yung systems check form mismo, may ano yan, may mga videos. If you click on those blue buttons, it would actually launch a YouTube video. Those are explainer videos that would actually help you when it comes to completing your systems check form. Okay, so please avoid these mistakes. Common reasons for failure: not having administrative access on the account that you're using, uploading the wrong or incomplete system file, dapat .html. Okay, not running the full system scan properly. Guys, what we suggest is before you even start or when you do your systems check, it should not be during your shift. Okay, kailangan gawin niyo siya before your shift or after your shift. Kasi the more you guys are multitasking on your computer, yung scan ninyo, even the system updates will actually keep on updating too, based on what you're doing. So stop everything else that you're doing and then go ahead and run your scan and run your updates. Okay? Make sure that your internet speed meets the minimum requirement, 25 sa main, 10 sa backup. Okay? Then all the security steps must be followed. Wala kayong skip doon, guys. And then for your workspace photos, make sure po that it's a blank background, walang tao or walang kahit anong wave na may makadaan sa likod niyo, and you guys have your headset with you. You guys are wearing your headsets. Okay? Clear? Are we clear, guys? Okay, so there you go. Again, submission reminders, submission rules and reminders, you only have the following attempts. You have one initial submission. Ito yung sinasabi ni Sir Raf kanina. You have one initial submission. But in the event that you failed that, you guys will actually receive an email coming from the team within 48 hours asking you to redo your submission. Pero the good thing now is with the new systems check form, kung saan lang po nag-fail yung initial ninyo, yun lang yung gagawin ninyo. Okay? But please do not delete yung .html kasi tatanungin ulit niyan sa inyo guys. Okay? Lastly, please make sure guys that you receive a passing mark before your deadline. What we really suggest is when you receive your systems check email, gawin nyo na po. Okay? Not on the due date. Kasi alam nyo naman na kapag lumampas tayo sa due date and it's the invoicing, your invoices may be placed on hold. All right? Please let us be mindful of the deadlines so that yung mga sweldo ninyo, alam ko naman, mga hindi nyo kailangan most of the time. Just kidding. But please, we encourage you guys to do it before the deadline. Give yourselves like 1 week. Okay? Yun na siguro yung pinaka critical. 1 week before your deadline, do it. Okay? Para may time pa kayo to rectify whatever non-compliance are detected. Okay? I know I see a few more hands raised here. So sa mga wala na pong question, thank you very much guys for joining our session today. We'll have another session, so if you have other teammates who wants to join, we have a 12 o'clock later today. But for those who have questions and can spare additional time, fire. We can accommodate your questions now. Kenji, you still have a question, sir?
No po, sorry.
Okay. I think I have Ashley then. Ashley.
Hi, Sir Jason. Morning.
Good morning.
Yes. Sir, is it possible po ba to request an advance system check prior to scheduled one that we have po?
Actually, pwede. I'm not sure if you guys have noticed, pero we scheduled yung mga systems check emails natin. Yung pinakauna yung systems check email na ma-receive is 30 days before your due date. Okay?
Yes po.
Now, oo. Pero let's say for example, hindi mo siya nagawa on the 30th day. After or 7 days after, makaka-receive ka ulit ng email notification. And still, if the system did not detect any systems check completed, magsisend ulit yan ng reminder. So parang 30 days, then after 7 days, another after 7 days. Tapos, the day before your due date, makaka-receive kayo ng email sa amin. And then finally, on the day of your systems check deadline, makaka-receive ulit. But if your question is, what if I'd like to receive or I'd like to do it like 2 months in advance, or alam ko meron dito sa inyo yung mga nagpapapalit ng computer. Let's say for example, your main computer is already not working and you guys bought a new one. You can always contact us. You can send an e-ticket request for a new systems check link para magawa ninyo yung systems check sa bagong computer ninyo. That is possible.
Yes po. Ang sa akin po kasi sir, ang kino-concern ko lang po is ito unexpected lang po kasi. My original due date po was July this year, July 7. So, something happens na I need to go in a province this June po. June 1st. Unfortunately, June 1st ako uuwi. I mean, I have all the requirements back in province, the setup, I have my backups. The only thing that I am concerned is when we say province, the internet connection there is not that good. So, I'm afraid that I might not reach the 25 Mbps during the, what they call this, the system check. That's the only concern that I have. But everything is actually working, even if it's not, it will not reach 25 Mbps there. It's just that the requirements that we have for the system check.
I would suggest I would suggest though that you work with your AM so you guys can actually come up with an arrangement, and then you may request for an earlier systems check compliance po.
Yes, actually po sir, we have submitted an e-ticket last week.
Mm-mm.
However, the response was yeah, the 30 days prior. So I don't know if I can send another one so that I can request earlier than that, around like May. to be
Pwede
the-
siguro ulit, ma'am. Pwede. Just message ka na. Kasi I think it's way too early kung July pa yung ano mo yung next systems check mo.
Apo. So I'll be make an e-ticket po or email you directly regarding this.
E-ticket would be best, Miss Ashley, para at least, let's say, naka-meeting ako or wala ako, that the rest of the team can actually address your concern.
And then I'll explain it there na lang po regarding the request, sir. Right.
Yes, and then we'll coordinate with your AMD naman on the best course of action.
Okay po.
Okay.
Sir, thank you po.
You're welcome. Okay, other questions, guys? Wala na? All right then. Well, if that's the case, again, thank you very much, guys. I hope that you guys would actually enjoy the new systems check. Again, we did our best to make it shorter, to make it more comprehensive. And of course, with the power of AI, we are hopeful that it would make the systems faster, our responses to you faster, para mas marami pa po kaming matulungan when it comes to your technical requirements. Okay, so again, this is our first session. For those who have other teammates that were not able to join this, please inform them that we have another session later at 12 noon. Okay? So again, thank you very much, guys. You enjoy the rest of your week ahead. Happy Friday na bukas. Ay, Friday na pala. Happy Friday. Bye, guys.